He told victims' families,
Satan pulled the trigger, the killer's son now masturbates to memory of you.
While wearing a shirt that said, killer. She beat her boyfriend to death with a frying pan, then interrupted his aunt's victim impact statement. He drove through a Christmas parade killing 6 people, then mocked every witness in court. Another dropped his pants and walked back in, wearing only underwear. One put a marshal in a headlock with her legs. These are the most shocking and disrespectful courtroom moments ever caught on camera. Waukesha, Wisconsin, October 2022, Circuit Court. Darrell Brooks represents himself at trial for driving an SUV through the Waukesha Christmas parade.
Oh my God!
62 injured, 6 dead. Virginia Sorensen, Leanna Owen, Tamara Durand, Jane Coolidge, Wilhelm Hospel, 8-year-old Jackson Sparks. The 911 calls played in court captured the chaos. Brooks interrupts constantly, objects to everything, argues with Judge Jennifer Doro for hours, claiming his name is a corporation and the court has no authority.
Mr. Brooks, you are just simply trying to delay the inevitable. Please sit down.
I don't care about the inevitable. It was already written from day one what was going to happen. It doesn't make me lose any sleep.
Survivors testify, describe the horror. One woman watched her daughter get hit. Another held Jackson Sparks as he died.
I want to give a voice to our son, Jackson Sparks. Our family is forever changed. We are hurt, angry, traumatized, and broken.
Brooks smirks, rolls his eyes, turns his back to a witness mid-testimony. Judge Doro removes him multiple times.
All right, I'm directing the bailiffs to remove him to the other courtroom.
He continues via video link, where he takes off his shirt, lays on the floor, pretends to sleep while victims testify. Jury deliberates 3 hours. Guilty, all 76 counts. Sentencing, November 2022. Over 50 victims and families speak for 2 days.
I was struck by the vehicle.
A car going through the parade.
When it's Brooks' turn, he claims he's sorry, never intended to hurt anyone.
It's emotional. I apologize for taking so long. I want to start first by giving glory to God.
Judge Doro addresses him.
So, Mr. Brooks, that other act's evidence is a very clear indication of your poor moral character. It demonstrates unequivocally that you have absolutely no remorse for anything that you do, you have no empathy for anyone, and that you are justified in the actions that you take.
6 consecutive life sentences without parole, plus 762 years. If interrupting and mocking victims is evil, wait until you hear what a school shooter said at sentencing. Chardon, Ohio, March 2013, Geauga County Courthouse. TJ Lane is being sentenced for opening fire in Chardon High School cafeteria. 3 students killed, Daniel Parmator, 16, Demetrius Hewlin, 16, Russell King, Jr., 17, 3 wounded. The 911 calls from that day.
We get on the PA system? Hi, Chardon High School, we had shots fired, gun shots, multiple gunshots. Multiple gunshots? Yes. You know where? I want to say over by the gym. Gym? That's where it sounded like it came from, gym cafeteria area. By the gym cafeteria?
Lane walks into sentencing wearing a white t-shirt. Written in blue marker, killer. Families gasp, start crying. Lane smirks. Demetrius Hewlin's brother reads his statement, sobbing.
I will miss Demetrius, and I have enough memories to last me a lifetime. That child stole my baby's life, and he should never be able to do this to anyone ever again.
Lane yawns, stretches, looks at the ceiling. Russell King's sister speaks, voice shaking with rage.
As you can see, to us, the defendant no longer has a name. To us, he is the shooter who stole my loving brother Russell away from us. He's the evil, disgusting animal that took a gun into a place that is supposed to be safe and murdered 3 amazing, handsome, funny, smart boys.
Lane picks at his fingernails. Daniel Parmator's mother speaks, can barely get words out.
Murdered my son Danny, you are a killer. You're a pathetic excuse for a human being. In fact, you're not even a human being. You don't deserve to be called human. You're a monster and will forever be titled a triple murderer.
Lane smiles. Judge David Furry addresses Lane, calls him a coward, says he'll spend life in a cage. Lane is given his chance to speak. He stands, unbuttons his shirt. Underneath, killer in giant letters, raises both middle fingers.
Saying pull the trigger to kill your son, masturbates to memory. Love you.
The courtroom erupts. Families lunge. Bailiffs restrain multiple people. Lane laughs as he's dragged out. 3 consecutive life sentences without parole.
Terms of imprisonment imposed for all 6 of the counts are to run consecutive to one another, such that on the 3 aggravated murders the defendant will serve 3 life prison terms, and they will all run consecutive to one another and to the prison terms imposed on the other 3 counts, which themselves run consecutive to one another.
Lane escaped prison in 2014, recaptured 6 hours later.
TJ Lane is back in prison this morning. He's the teen who shot and killed 3 fellow students at Chardon High School.
He remains in maximum security solitary confinement. If masturbating to murder victims is pure evil, wait until you hear about the man who smiled and smirked through his sentencing for crippling a 2-year-old, then flipped off the entire courtroom. Buffalo, New York, 2016, Erie County Court. 24-year-old Marcel Brooks is babysitting his girlfriend's 2-year-old son, Devin Grabowski. Brooks violently shakes the child. Devin is rushed to the hospital with catastrophic injuries. Lasting damage affecting his eyesight, his ability to stand upright, his ability to use his left hand. This isn't Brooks's first time. In 2010, he was convicted of similar charges after injuring another girlfriend's baby.
Well, Jackie, Erie County's DA says Marcel Brooks is a career criminal who, for the 2nd time in less than 7 years, was sent to prison for shaking a baby. In this most recent case, Brooks was so violent, the child may never fully recover.
Now he's charged with first-degree assault. He pleads guilty. At sentencing, Devin's grandmother delivers her statement. Brooks sits at the defense table, smirking, smiling. She tears into him, describes what he did to her grandson, the permanent damage, the pain, the suffering. Brooks keeps smiling.
Him in court today with a smirk on his face. It was like, I can imagine what other grandparents and parents would do. Why did you do this to this baby?
Mid-hearing, Brooks tries to withdraw his guilty plea.
I'm withdrawing my plea of guilty to not guilty. And
the judge denies it. Brooks refuses to sign the plea paperwork. Judge William Baller lashes out.
And if you refuse to sign it, I'll sign it on your behalf because you abused a child years ago. You admitted to me you abused this child.
15 years in prison, 5 years post-release supervision. As bailiffs lead him out, Brooks raises both middle fingers, flips off the judge, the victim's family, everyone. He's currently serving his sentence. Devin Grabowski is still dealing with the effects of what Brooks did to him as a toddler.
Everybody's was trying to get through it and worry about the baby. Seeing him every day just brings back.
Smiling through your sentencing for crippling a baby is monstrous. But what about the man who called a judge a bitch in a robe and told the prosecutor he should have been stillborn? Wichita, Kansas, July 2008. Sedgwick County District Court. Michael Gaines is being sentenced for battery. He's HIV positive. While at Sedgwick County Jail, he allegedly spat in 2 deputies' faces. Kansas law treats this as battery when the person has HIV. Gaines has been disruptive throughout, arguing with his lawyer, yelling at prosecutors. Judge Rebecca Pilshaw gives him his chance to speak. Gaines stands, starts shouting.
Deliberately were hawking up.
Bullshit. I didn't hawk up no saliva, okay? That's bullshit, and you're gonna believe those lies. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't hawk up no saliva. You're gonna believe a lie, because they wearing uniform.
Judge Pilshaw tries to calm him.
It's like eating. You ain't gotta scream at me. You gonna raise your voice at me?
Oh my God.
You raise your voice to me, I raise my voice to you. You just in a row.
Deputies move toward him. Judge Pilshaw's face hardens. Mr. Gaines, you need to stop. Gaines turns to Assistant District Attorney Kevin O'Connor.
I appreciate Mr. Gaines making my point for me.
You punk.
Very well received.
Maggot mother.
O'Connor stands, starts yelling back. The 2 men scream at each other across the courtroom.
And I don't think I have to take insults from.
I know. You. Use the.
Judge gaveling for order. Deputies restraining Gaines. Judge Pilshaw orders him removed.
Courtroom, take out of the courtroom.
As he's dragged out, still hurling obscenities.
The maggot.
An hour later, Judge Pilshaw sentences him via closed-circuit television. 13 years in prison. The video goes viral. Millions watch Michael Gaines call a sitting judge a bitch in a robe. Calling a judge names is disrespectful. But what about the woman who put a court-martial in a headlock? With her legs? Las Vegas, Nevada, March 22nd, 2011. Clark County District Court. 36-year-old Latasha Williams stands before Judge Jackie Glass. Child endangerment and kidnapping charges. She violated her mental health program terms. Ms. Williams, I'm remanding you to custody. A marshal steps forward with handcuffs. The moment they click, Williams explodes.
Let me go! I got kids and responsibilities! Y'all, let me go! No, let me!
She's pulling away, twisting, fighting. One marshal grabs her arm, another her waist. Williams keeps struggling. Then she launches her legs into the air, wraps them around a marshal's neck, locks her ankles, squeezes. The marshal is in a headlock, with her legs, while her hands are cuffed.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
3 more marshals rush in, trying to pry her legs apart. Williams screaming, the marshal's face turning red, pressed against her shin. Can't breathe properly. They finally break her grip. The marshal stumbles backward, gasping, cut on his face, knee injured. Williams wrestled to the ground. 4 marshals surround her. Takes all 4 to keep her restrained. Additional charges filed: assault on a public officer, resisting arrest, battery. The marshal is treated for injuries, off duty the next day. Judge Glass, who presided over the O.J. Simpson robbery case, has never seen anything like it.
Completely lost it inside a Nevada courtroom. The whole thing was caught on tape. The woman got upset after a judge sentenced her to jail time.
A leg headlock is creative. But what about the man who smashed a computer and flipped a 200-pound table during his child rape trial? Sanford, Florida, December 5th, 2007. Seminole County Circuit Court. 41-year-old Antonio Rosales is on trial for kidnapping, attempted murder, and sexual battery of a 10-year-old girl. He dragged her off her scooter into the woods, raped her, tried to strangle her to death. The trial is ending. Assistant State Attorney Anna Valentini delivers closing arguments. He choked her so hard she lost consciousness. He intended to kill that child. Rosales says something in Spanish. His translator hears. Then Rosales grabs the keyboard, raises it above his head, smashes it into the monitor. Once, twice. Monitor crashes to the floor. He grabs the defense table, 200 pounds, and flips it. The jury watches, huddles near the door. 2 deputies grab Rosales, pin his arms, wrestle him down. He keeps struggling. Judge Deborah S. Nelson yells. More officers rush in, handcuff him, haul him out. 2-minute outburst. No one hurt. Judge orders psychiatric evaluation. Next day, despite the outburst, Rosales is competent. When deputies bring him back, he's wearing a mesh head covering and mask. He'd threatened to spit. Jury deliberates 2 hours. Guilty. All counts. Life sentence. He's also wanted in Arizona for raping and murdering his 74-year-old landlady in 2001. Antonio Rosales will never see freedom. Flipping tables is violent. But what about the man who dropped his pants in court and walked back in wearing only his underwear?
Pull your pants up around your waist.
What do you want me to do, girl?
Pull your...
I want to see my basketball shorts. It's not even in the box.
Louisville, Kentucky, 2016. Jefferson County District Court. 20-year-old Austin Boone appears for speeding and drug paraphernalia charges. His lawyer prepped him. When the judge asks how he pleads,
You plead to the speeding 22 over and a possession of drug paraphernalia on January 23rd.
Boone freezes.
For guns, you don't need to say guilty or not guilty.
Lawyer whispers. Boone enters his plea. Judge begins finalizing details.
Well, if you plead guilty, then I can give you the plea agreement that you made.
Yeah, whatever the agreement was.
Okay, the agreement was to plead guilty and get a $44 fine plus traffic school plus a $100 fine on the drug paraphernalia. You would pay that today and then go to traffic school so that you would not get the 6 points on your license. Is that what you understood? Okay.
A bailiff notices something. Boone's pants are sagging, way down.
Pull your pants up.
Boone looks at him. The pants can go higher? Bailiff tells the judge. Judge stops.
Pants need to be up when you're in a courtroom.
Boone doesn't move.
They are
Sir, up.
Still doesn't move.
Do you understand that you're in a court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you do what the judge says, and that is pull your pants up around your waist.
What do you want me to do?
Pull your pants up. If you have to tighten your belt, you're going to be an adult when you come to court. Do you understand?
Yes, but right now I'm trying to leave court.
You're going to stay a lot longer than you'd like if you don't pull your pants up.
Man, they hurt up. What do you want from me?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Boone sits. Minutes later, he's called back. He walks back without his pants, standing in court, in his underwear. He took them off in the jury box rather than pull them up.
By removing your pants, it was extremely poor judgment. Okay, I'm holding you in contempt. I'm going to sentence you to 7 days to serve for direct contempt of court.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Why?
Because you don't know how to act.
They
like a
couldn't be
grown-up.
high enough for you, so I took them off.
He spends 2 days before release. When he returns for his original charges, he's wearing pants properly. Traffic school, $178 in fines. He later apologized, said he was nervous. The video went viral. Dropping your pants is absurd, but nothing compares to the woman who beat her boyfriend to death with a frying pan, then interrupted his family during their statement. Jackson, Michigan, Jackson County Courthouse. 31-year-old Camilla Gamet stands trial for first-degree murder of her boyfriend, Marcel Hill.
A woman arrested for beating her boyfriend to death was in court Monday. 30-year-old Camilla Gamet was in tears as she was charged with open murder in the death of 38-year-old Marcel Hill.
She used a frying pan, a floor lamp, a large knife, stabbed him about a dozen times. Her defense thought he was an intruder, self-defense. Jury doesn't buy it, guilty. At sentencing, the judge gives Gamet a chance to speak.
Is there anything that you want to tell the court before I impose sentence? Is there anything you want to tell the victim's family who are here today?
She maintains innocence, says she'll appeal, never apologizes.
I just want to say that I stick by the truth, which is that I did react in self-defense. I did love Marcel, and basically at trial, the way I was portrayed, mostly everything was lies. There was a little bit of truth, but mostly I was convicted off of lies. And I do plan to appeal it, and that's all I have to say.
Marcel Hill's aunt stands to give her statement, describes Marcel, the son, brother, nephew.
You did leave a big hole in our hearts and a void that will never be filled. You took the life of our sister's only child. You took a bloodline out of our family. And we hope that each and every day that you remember the cries of help that he screamed as you plunged that knife in and out of his body.
Gamet sits, unmoved, expressionless. Then she interrupts. The aunt keeps speaking. Gamet interrupts again, makes more remarks.
When I finish, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. Serious?
Judge Thomas Wilson cuts in.
Just talk again. I'll have my court officer put a piece of duct tape in your mouth. You understand it? Try it one more time and see what happens to your mouth.
Gamet doesn't listen, keeps talking.
I'm done.
Just so, get the duct tape.
After the aunt finishes, the prosecutor stands, describes the brutality, frying pan, lamp, dozen stab wounds.
I thank God also that jury made the only right decision. And that is that today we have no choice but to send her where she will also die.
Judge Wilson addresses Gamut.
This is one of the worst cold-blooded murders I've seen in a long time. You were relentless. You stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed until he was dead. I agree with the family. I hope you die in prison as well.
Life without parole. Camilla Gamut is serving her sentence at a Michigan women's prison. Every single one of them thought they were above the law. Every single one of them learned they weren't. Which case shocked you most? Drop a comment and subscribe.